Right, we're going to want the water coming in here to be somewhat cool. So let's pop those in. Yeah, I sincerely believe that it would be wise of us. Oh wait, that's in the wrong place. That's not going to work. The worst part is I can't get in there to fix it. I'm gonna have to rebuild the bloody airlock again for the third time. Shit. On the plus side, it will actually fix this for me, though. It will look a lot better as a consequence. So it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just a little bit frustrated with that. Hey, welcome. How you doing, buddy? Just keep the airlock? Well, I mean, I generally tear it down. But yeah, I could have kept the airlock, but it takes up a lot of space. That being said, it's going to be particularly difficult for me to do it now. Oh, balls. I'll have to rebuild this floor to allow for it. Well, that said, actually, I was flirting with the idea of not... of only having access in here via the transit tube, so I guess I could do that. But what problem is space when you are in space? Okay, I guess we can go with that, sure.
Looking dapper.
Hey, Mr. Valdir, thank you very much for the 16 months, mate. Now, initially, we kind of need to get the polluted oxygen out of here as well. Actually, you know what? Other than putting polluted oxygen into the suits, which would be genuinely quite a bad idea. What I could do is I could adjust this, I suppose, to allow these pumps to run non-stop. Oh, and these pumps, actually. So, yeah, we should be able to reduce this into a vacuum state by just manipulating these. That would be fine. Building entombment. Ah, yes. Right, okay, so it's time for us to keep to go back to getting... see, I would love to go there for the niobium and fullerene, but we're going to start heading back up here and here to grab niobium. And is it the fullerene that we need or the niobium? We've got 97 kilos of niobium. Have I got that on here? Oh, yes, up there. So it is the fullerene that we need to get to. So that would be here. Additionally, we want to take out... I'm not sure if I can fit 2 storage compartments, but maybe I can. And if I can, I would happily do so. I'd be okay with this rocket only being able to reach the first two planets. For now. Obviously, in the future, I would like to upgrade it considerably, but... just check. I've just got a text on my phone. I've been sent to TikTok. Right. First and foremost, let's deconstruct that. We'll replace it. For the time being, I don't mind not getting more science. Well, actually, I probably should get more science just to get the much better engine, but it'll be a slow process. But I kind of want to see if that rocket could grab two things. You could always give it a petrol engine as well. There is lots of space in space, you're quite right. Is there a She-Lab in chat right now? Next activity, 51 cycles. Next dormancy, 35 cycles. So there's going to be a period of time where neither one is really running for us, which is going to be a bit rough, but it is what it is. Mr. Father. Good evening, Aavak and chatterings. Have you made any Visco Gel yet, Aavak? The game starts offering really weird and fun times with space materials and then making super cool into Visco Gels, super insulate. I haven't made any Visco Gel yet, no. I'm going to need a better rocket to be able to bring materials back from the planet, which would give me the opportunity to. But that is definitely on the list of things to do, yes. Do we have enough igneous rock? We do not really. We need to cut down more of these ladders. Like this weird mess over here. And frankly, all of this weird mess over here. Let's pull all of this down until... Oh, wow. How am I going to get it back out of here? Maybe I'll have to break through and take the ladder with me. Just cart it through the base. That actually probably wouldn't be a bad idea, all things considered. Yeah, we've got a lot of the ladders are made of igneous rock, which is kind of silly. Ladders should really be made of sandstone. Let's get more of this asteroid dug out. I still need to change a lot of this polluted oxygen as well. There we are, starting to look a little bit better now. That was a 7. These are both fairly high. I'm going to pop that one down to a 5 and this one down to a 6. What are other things that we need to work on? Lots of other things. One of the radiant pipes in the coolant room isn't actually a radiant pipe. It's a normal one. Second from the right and top, I do believe. Oh, okay. Let me have a look at that. Thank you very much, Roadtrain. Let's have a look. One of the radiant pipes in the cooling room. Ah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much for spotting that for me. Keen eyes. Very keen eyes. Thank you, Roadtrain. I could also start stripping a lot of this away at this point as well. Okay, what's in this pipe? Decent amount of water, but not that much petroleum yet for me to set that up. To pull it out. We have got a fair old amount of petroleum making its way down there now, though. I'm very happy to see. Though, our petroleum generators are working flat out. Which is not super... Oh, hang on a second. Did this just grab refined carbon? Oh my lord. That's been happening a lot. I accept steel. The game is being a bit silly. Doesn't magma cool into igneous? How have you run out? We're using a lot of it. But yeah, it does cool into igneous. We are cooling it, but... Small volcano. Speak of the devil. Is this not reachable? No, it should be reachable. I want to set this up to go out and start bringing in some fullerenes so that we can make a bit more supercoolant. There we go. That is going to put a fair old bit of weight penalty on the ship, though, unfortunately. Hang on a sec. Did that pick up the egg? It shouldn't have. Oh, they probably went in there to grab the egg in order to put it into the incubator when they had the chance. Fair enough. I don't mind. Yeah, everything else is good. Alright, what's the temperature in there? It's still quite manageable, I think. Yeah, we should be fine. Getting that hooked up would be important. Oh, that's right. We want to make some thermium. Not supercoolant. We want thermium to make 2 more robo-miners, actually. It will continue to only be used a very small part of the time. That is so much petroleum. Dear Lord. I'm really tempted to get in there and create... set up the pump to just get rid of all of this. Once it starts going, just to pump everything out. Or just move that down there and allow it to pump it as soon as it can. Also, we'd probably be able to get rid of some of the crude oil as well. Actually, no, we probably could. Maybe putting pumps in the corners would be a good idea. But then we'd have exactly the same problem with the pump in the middle. Shelly's still a bit stressed, mind you. I don't know why Shelly's so stressed all the time. It's making me a little bit concerned. Right. That's from the base. That's from the base. That's to the base. We're going to need the bridge over here. And at that point, split. But for the time being, I'm going to say we want to vent. Why am I... Oh my lord. Sometimes I wonder about the game, why it makes choices. Oh, I will just make this high pressure gas vent out of tungsten for some reason. Pop these down there instead. And a gas bridge. Yeah, sure, we'll pop a gas bridge over here as well. Both of these can lead into a high pressure gas vent as well. Right there. But eventually, they will get emptied out. Sorry, connected up properly to other locations. We want that going all the way down. This going all the way down as well. All of these can be connected up in one location, and I feel that location should be down here. Where I can strip away all of this. Also, we kind of need to mop this up, frankly. There's a decent amount of petroleum there. We'll pop in a large power transformer. This one can be steel, I'm fine with that. Just for the extra heat tolerance. There we go. We're not going to hook that up for a while yet, but it's where it needs to be. I wish this game had slope tiles for water. Oh, I know, right? That'd be amazing. Right, once this is actually sealed off, I'm happy to engage the pumps and just dump out all of the gas that's in there. Until we hook up the high pressure gas vent, it's not going to make any difference to us. I'm along safe. We've been going for quite some time. We might be getting to the point now where it's starting to get a memory leak. Oh no, my vents in there also tungsten? Oh, why? Yes, they are. Thank you very much, chat. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Of course, I have to deconstruct them, because nothing in life is simple. Now, if you're wondering why I've got 3 high-pressure gas vents there, because it's reasonably expensive to do, versus just having 1 gas vent, it's because each one of these pipes will theoretically be full. So to get the throughput there, I'm going to need to let each one vent independently. Otherwise, that would cause me a bit of issue. Very nice. Alright. We're slowly, little by little, getting there, chat. It's taken us quite some time, but it is happening. Deconstruct you, and this liquid pipe there can go, as can this one. And then I need to deconstruct that one. No, I don't. Cancel that deconstruction. Sorry, I need to deconstruct this one. And this one as well, so that they don't connect in ways that I don't want them to. Now, am I going to have this have any tungsten pipes in it? Certainly a possibility. There we go. That should allow the coolant to dump quite a lot of... or rather, pick up quite a lot of heat from this area. I've been trying to tell you for the last 20 minutes, but mobile chat has been messing up. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for letting me know, though. I really do appreciate it, buddy. If you're going through all that trouble to make sure the message got through, I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. It would have done my head in if we had managed to finish that, and then I noticed later on, I would have had to tear it open and fix it. So you've saved me quite a lot of frustration there. Right, time for us as well to get some tungsten pipes down here, and also to hook this up. Do this as an incredibly high priority because I'm about to shut down the base's coolant. Thank you. And now I need this done as a high priority too. No, Pim Seeker, come back. Thank you. And there we go. That can be done whenever... Well, I mean, I kind of want it done, so I'll give it a 6, but... That should add a little bit more chill into this system. It's coming in at... sorry, that's the water. 42 degrees. Currently leaving at 43 degrees. By the time it gets here, it's at 35, 34, 35-ish. Let's have a look at over here. 35.7 at that point. Gets back up here at 34.8. But that is going to drop because suddenly we're pulling a lot of... we're dumping a lot of heat from this water into the liquid around the ice. So from 35 to 27, that's not too bad. It'll be a while before we see that actually reflected in any of the coolant leaving the system, but... Still 41 over there. 31, 32-ish. 35-ish. It's picking up so much heat from the igneous rock that gets dumped in here. This is entering at 43. It is now leaving at about 40. So it's shedding 3 degrees in the frozen core. That's how much heat we have dumped into this map, chat. Our frozen core can muster up enough courage to get rid of a whopping 3 degrees. Frozen core. Frozen core. A frozen core. 3 degrees. Wow. Right. Okay. Shelly is doing okay. Time for Shelly to head back out. Enjoy, Shelly. I could start re-chilling, yeah, but if it would take power to do that. I'd rather use power elsewhere. I will eventually do something along those lines, but right now. Bye, Shelly. Shovel up there. I think shovels actually come in on meteorites as well. I do believe that you get more of them over time. And off we go. Whoosh. As the shovels over here, we've got 4 of them eating like kings. And none of the others eating at all. Go on, egg there. Got a decent amount of barbecue. 129,000 calories worth of barbecue. It's pretty sorted. Cree, what happens if you launch a rocket during a meteor storm? Well, if I told it to launch during a meteor storm, it would open the gate and launch the rocket. Yeah. But the automation will allow it. I could set it up that it wouldn't, though. That wouldn't be a difficult thing to do. I just hadn't thought to be honest. I figured that I would just pay attention, I guess. But no, I mean, that's a reasonable thing to add into the automated system. Actually, we're going to delete this. Get rid of that as quickly as we can. But this is starting to look increasingly closer now. We've got this set up. I need to start bringing in some water. And I would like to do that now. If I had a water pipe running up here... No, don't do that. If I had a water pipe running up here, and then across, but down here we do a bridge and a bridge here, it means that the water systems will get filled up one at a time. Now, actually, the problem with doing it that way is that I'm not going to split it evenly between the two separate water systems in the base. What I should do instead, and what I will do, is I'll have a single split about here. And then both of these receive from that. I'm going to have to use a separate bridge on each one. And the reason for that is I don't want it flowing in the wrong direction. Because we have got an exit port here. So it could try to go back that way. So I always want to ensure that it always knows the direction of travel. And so that's what I'm using the bridges there for. Might actually be a worthwhile thing to do down here as well, to be honest. Use a bridge to enforce the direction of travel. I think I will. Actually, not on that side, though. Cancel that. We want a bridge on this side to enforce it. No, that's fine. It will still enforce. I don't even need the bridge in one location to enforce that. The direction of travel there. That's fine. Let's get this in place. And pop. There we go. And I'll bump that up in priority. Hey, Kronsrock, thank you very much for the 14 months, mate. Happy 40th month. How many of your colonists have died? 3, I think, in total in the 2,233 cycles that we've had it going. One of them died too. I'm going to be honest. It took my eyes off the prize and they dug themselves into a place where they couldn't get out of and then suffocated before I could get to them. That was before we had Atmo suits, sadly. In fact, it might have only been one. I can't remember any of the others off the top of my head, but I've got a weird feeling that there were at least 2. Perhaps I'm wrong, though. Make sure that all of this is done as a priority. Right, we're going to need to bring water in from somewhere. And I would like it to be the high quality water that we've got over here that has no germs in it. I would prefer it to be germless water, please and thanks. Let's pop that there. And we're going to bring this pipe all the way down. It's kind of annoying the positioning there, but it will annoy me. I hate bridges going over each other. Like, I really dislike it. I feel it's significantly more readable if the bridge doesn't cross a system like that, but instead flows downwards. But Oh, that was insulated. That was my bad. The issue here is that I'm coming at this from the wrong direction. Also, I can't cross that easily. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and this will seem a bit senseless, is I'm going to go the long way around. But I really don't want to risk going in the wrong direction here. I feel that would be very bad for everything if that ends up getting confused. So let's pop in a couple of stairs so that they can get across there. Oh, yep. But that will bring us fresh, non-germy water. And since this is for the main base again, and it's the priority for me right now, let's make all of these 7s. Those will be 7s as well eventually. Got 2 mini bridges going into each other. Where? Can you describe it for me? Was it up here? Did I have that? Where did you see it? Kill pills? I don't know. Maybe I should be too tired. It's just outside the cooler box. Do you mean here? Okay, well, let's quickly check. That's going that way, that's going that way, that's going that way, that's going that way. Everything seems to be observing the direction of flow. So, I mean, it's very messy, but it's not a crime yet. Also, we'll be able to use germ-free water to fill that up from this. That'll be useful. I didn't spot it, but I'll keep an eye out though. Thank you very much, mate. Oh yeah, I'm splitting the flow between the 2 bridges, yeah. I'll zoom in for you. What's happening is it comes across here as a priority and then has then splits in each direction and has to go in one direction or the other, but it can't seesaw. Each lane knows exactly what direction of flow is happening. That's why I did that one. Take care, kill pills. You have a good one. Okay, things are looking good in here. Is that ever sending out? Yeah, it is actually. Wow, okay. Huh. We've got a lot of petroleum right now. And considering using it, that's actually really nice to see. That's really, really nice to see. Plenty of oil coming in. Okay. And there's still plenty of leaky fishes that I could tap into too. I'm not going to do that just yet. I've got other things I'm focusing on, or trying to focus on, as the case may be, but... Alright, how... Oh yeah, we definitely need more polluted water to fill in that loop though. That's a problem. That is a sincere problem. Every now and then we're getting a little bit of polluted water filling this this area. But it is not happening quickly. Have I got any polluted water I can tap into on the map? Let's have a look. A little bit there. I've got a couple of puddles around. Of course, I've got loads down there. But no. Well, actually, no. Look at that lake. That lake's huge. Yeah, we have got a decent amount that we can tap into. Also, I just noticed. Hooray! All done and done. Nice. That happened while I was looking away. There we go. Perfect. Right, it's back in 0.4 cycles, so very, very soon. I think when the rocket lands, we're going to be wrapping up the stream. It's been another almost 9 hours of Oni. We've got one solar panel set up. I do need to set up more, but I want the following to be able to make the proper devices for that. We'll have one robo miner there, one robo miner there, cooling them down, obviously. I may move these over here and in the same way cool them down with a little flow of water. Oh, it's opened up. Rockets incoming. Oh yeah, that's super coolant towards the bottom. Hopefully only a couple of grams. Let's have a look. 32 grams, 11 grams, 22 kilos of super coolant? What? 6 ki... What? What? I am deeply displeased. Deeply displeased. Dear Lord. That's a lot of super coolant just to have lost. God damn. I thought it was just going to be a couple of grams. I was like, oh, well, you know, I'll eventually get it. But now I'm thinking of launching a rescue mission for the super coolant. There we go. Right, so as much as I had hoped... Oh, that's actually cool. Let's have a look at this. What are we seeing moving around here? Diamond, refined coal, diamonds, so much diamonds. Oh, loads of diamonds, great. So many diamonds. Another blender as well. Any following though? Yeah, we've got a little bit of fullerene. Okay, not bad at all. Why not mop it up? I mean, I can't mop up that many kilos of it. I can mop up the grams, yeah, but the kilos I don't think I can get. Oh, I tell a lie. I can get that. Oh, actually, yeah, I can get 11 kilos. Really? I can mop 11 kilos of super coolant? That has shocked me. Huh. Okay. Very well. You can mop up to 150 kilos. Really? I didn't realize it was as high as 150 kilos for that something. Those are very strong mops, yes. In that case. Okay. Can't get anything else. We get a little bit of oil and salt here and there, but that's actually a rather large amount of something. Oh, cancel that. Little pip. What generation? I wish it would tell you the generation. This would be like generation, I don't know, 500. Pipsqueak Montague Cumberbund the 503rd. Let it out. It can leave whenever it wants. Road train, it hatches here. It goes back here. How dare you be so culturally insensitive as to demand that I evict this pipsqueak from its ancestral lands? You scallywag, scoundrel. My goodness. Even for you, that's low. Don't worry, Pip. I promise that these lands shall remain in your family forevermore. I will never touch them, never try to claim them. They are your lands. They belong to you, as they belong to your father before you, and his father before him, and his father before him, and his father before him, and his father before him. That is a lot of poke shell molds. Okay, this is starting to come along now. Good, 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 good. Let's get a little bit of a sweep order going. There we are. Now, where is the water and has it been hooked up? Oh, there we go. Yep. Water almost complete. Once that's done, it will start filling the system. Oh, initially it's going to be quite warm. But, in fact, let me deconstruct this as a super high priority. Let's get that out of the way before the water gets there. Before the water gets there. Let's get that out of the way before the water get... Thank you. We'll allow the water to enter into the coolant chamber because I will cool that water down. But this water needs to be... because it's going to basically heat the base up for a while. So I don't want to be dumping in 55-degree water into the base. 55-degree water in here is fine because I'm going to have 2 aqua tuners to cool it off. It's going to be fine. Heyo, Xanthophile. I love how... Why are the lands now flooded, though? It's been like that for 2,000 cycles. There have been so many generations of pips that have lived in those lands, and I'm fairly certain if I gave them dry lands, they wouldn't know what to do with them. Their webbed feet would be very, very clumsy on the dry, loamy soil. Well, sandy soil, rather. I mean, guess loamy could still technically be very dry, but... the gills would sting at the noxious fumes coming out of the heavy industry. The concentration of oxygen would make them dizzy. No. No, this pip lives exactly where it wants to live. Uh, 35, going back up to 28. Okay, that's not too bad, though I imagine it's... yeah, it's already driving the ice wall back. That's going to be a thing that continues, sadly, but... alright, I think that's where we're going to be wrapping this up for today's stream. I had really hoped to get more done here, but on the plus side... okay, let's review what we have done. First and foremost, I've rejigged a little bit of the pipework inside here, which is good. I have rejigged and rejigged the pipework and still need to rejig the pipework once again over here. However, we have started to fill the cooling loop now, and that's actually a big thing for us. That's a reasonably big achievement. I'm really, really pleased with that one. We have set up the beginnings. We've done the groundwork for the floral scent cooler for our oxygen. We've hooked it up into the cooling system for everything else. So yeah, you know, I'm really happy with this. This cooler is taking care of the steam engines and the cooling block. This cooler is taking care of the floral scent and this cooling block. Now, I'm basically pre-cooling the oxygen before it goes through the cooler. It is what it is. I had hoped that the oxygen we were producing up here wouldn't be quite as terribly hot, but that is just a thing. The other thing that we have done, and I'm actually reasonably happy with, is we have relocated our shovels. They now live down here, and the ones that live in here are going to be fed actively. The ones up here are going to be allowed to evolve into meat in their own time. Over here, we have redesigned and re-envisioned our automated mining system, and we can now draw on solar panels, which I'm very, very happy for. We'll be adding a lot of solar panels in this direction, probably a couple of scanners as well, here and there, to help out with that. Down here, we've currently got this telling us that there is a meteorite impact on the way. There we go, they've both spotted it now, so that should take care. We have done a fair bit of science and have, in fact, unlocked the petroleum engine. Now, I am tempted to go for that, but I would probably have to drop the booster in order to get the liquid fuel. I'm not sure how much thrust the petroleum engine will give, so it's going to be a bit of exploration with that. I suspect we're not going to play around with rocketry too aggressively. I will continue to send this out here and there to grab trace amounts of stuff from the first two planets. But I suspect when we build the petroleum rocket, it's going to be over here. It's going to be in the new silo that we build. And that, as I've laid out plans, will have steam engines running down the side. I can only assume that a petroleum engine is going to vent steam, but that doesn't matter because the steam engines will run more off the heat that is being generated. And by siphoning that heat back into the steam rooms to effectively get the steam engines running for free. As for... was there anything else that we worked on? I think that actually might be the majority of it. Yeah, I think that was pretty much the big focus. It's been a long while of just doing that, to be fair, but I am happy with the current state of affairs. I feel that we've made a somewhat... It's not a big amount of progress, but I feel it's an important amount of progress. We've done some really, really good stuff with this, and we are that close now. So close to getting this all set up. The moment we actually have oxygen moving in here and this cooling, which should be just a matter of sealing this off, getting another airlock going in there, changing that up, finishing that wall, then we can add in the transit tube. And at that point, our dupes move into the new base. We've of course got to allow this to fill up, and that's a little bit of a pain in the bum, but it is what it is. It won't take too long for that to happen. We're bringing in quite a lot of water right now, though that being said, I probably do need to worry about that a little bit, because I've shut down oxygen production. Okay, so you've got me for another few minutes, chat. Few minutes. Another few minutes. Yeah, we'll be having a larger rocket, yeah. We'll be building a much bigger rocket eventually. Basically, I wrapped that up the wrong way. By a few minutes, it might only mean a few seconds. Come on, let's get that done. Chop, chop, chop. How are things going down there? Reasonably. Once this is sufficiently full, then we should be okay. Come along. Some more coal making their way down. And... no, okay, fair enough. Maybe it will be a few minutes. I'm not going to force them. I'm going to allow them to do it in their own time. I would like to hook up to more of the leaky oil fishes, honestly, if I get a chance to. Get a bit more power, or rather, petroleum available to us. I'm not taking sandstone, no. Refused. Oh my lord, when are they going to get here? This is rather important, people. I mean, I personally would prioritize being able to breathe, but, you know, you do you, I guess. Hooray! There we go. Now, with that done, we've actually got a lot of sanitized water here that we're going to be able to pull out, so that shouldn't be too much of trouble. Let's have a look at the germ overlay. Actually, not as bad as I was expecting. It's awful up here, but, you know, that's what it is. But not as bad as I was expecting. Some parts are almost clean. Almost. It's not so great there. This place has got a decent amount in it, though. Still, once things start being... Oh, actually. Oh. Right. No, we're not going to worry about creating a de-germing chamber for the water or the oxygen, because the oxygen at the very least is going to be completely clean. We're making a point of not allowing that to we've made a point of not allowing that to get germy, and the whole point of the, well, or at least part of the point of having the buddy buds in there is that they will prevent germs. The water might be there might be a conversation there for that, but I think we're good. I think we're, for the most part, good. There's very little. Oh, actually, I lied. There's a lot of germs down there. It's just zoomed out. You don't see them as much. I think this will be greatly improved once we actually get in there and start wiping out the remainder of the slime biomes, honestly. So that's not going to be too much of an issue for us. That's a job for another time. But that's going to be it. I really do hope you've all enjoyed. Thank you ever so much for keeping me company, and it's been a pleasure, as it always is. And the next time we return, which will probably be in a while now, because I've got over 30 hours. I'm coming up on 39 hours worth of VOD footage that I need to chop up and upload onto Aavak After Hours. You can type !archives in chat to find a link to my VOD channel on YouTube. And from there, you can find a link to my main channel on YouTube too, where I upload more edited content, a little bit less frequently. But that is going to be it for now. Thank you ever so much for joining me. I hope to see you the next time I stream, be it Oni or whatever else. Possibly some Horizon Forbidden West. Possibly some Project Zomboid. Possibly some Tier 2. Or maybe something entirely different. Who knows? But I will catch you then. But until then, do take care, everyone.